All right. Hello, everyone. How are you today? It's Kay. So this is the 8th of December on Wednesday. So let's start the live stream and check some charts. So today I'm holding a trade USDCAD. I'm selling it. So I will first talk about my position and talk about how I took that trade and what I'm thinking right now. And also, we will check some other charts. So yeah, let's do this live stream for the next 1 hour or so. Okay, so let's see. All right, so let me change the screen now. Okay. Right, so once again, thank you for joining, everyone. And for those who are new to my channel, my name is Kay, and I am a full-time Japanese Forex trader. And this channel's main theme is to help you become a non-losing trader, as it states here, because becoming non-losing is a first step. If you're not non-losing, then you have to have the good risk management skill to be able to make profits in the long run. So hopefully you learn something new for today's live stream as well. So a quick disclaimer on this live stream is that this content is based on my own experience, knowledge. So when you take trades, please do add your own risk. And since this is live stream, if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. Okay, so how are you, everyone? For the last 2 days were video sessions. So I have posted one archive, one highlight from the previous live stream. And also I posted another one on Monday. I recorded the video about the effective question yourself. So if you haven't watched these videos yet, please do after this live stream. Especially the video on Monday was very important. So, reasoning, you better come up with the answer before I ask questions. So with that in mind, if you can post the questions here in the chat, that would be great, so that it will be the best learning for yourself and also other members in this community. We want to be effective and also be educational here like this. So yeah, if you can stick to it, that would be great. All right, so let's see. Let me say hi to everyone quickly and check charts now. So let's see. All right, Gabby and Asif, David, Melanie, Gary, and Purbo, thank you for joining. Levinas and VE, Sam, and Lehan, good to see you. All right, Cecile, good to see you too. And Milos, great to see you again. And yeah, Lahan, Forex Tam, Roban, and Danny, Kishore, and Wong Alan, and Karim. Thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you. Okay. So let me first talk about my trade, which was made on this USDCAD. So let me change it to the trading view now. So here is trading view. Okay, make sure that it's displayed on the screen. Yes, I think it's good. All right, so yeah, so this is USDCAD, and I took the sell today because I'm following the downtrend in the 1 hour chart. So, but if you look at the daily chart, you can see that this is uptrending. And sometimes, I get this question, daily chart is up and 1 hour chart is down, so which one you follow? And technically, daily chart is up, but for the last 3 days were bearish. And I'm just following a downtrend in this 1 hour chart. So I'm not following the daily time frame. So I'm basically not looking at this one. I'm not looking at the daily chart. I am not looking at the 4 hour chart, but I am looking at the 1 hour and follow this downtrend. So I said that daily chart is up because this is bullish N wave. For the last 3 days for a huge retracement, but technically the market is above the Kijun Sen. But one thing on this USDCAD is the Kumo is flat. If you see the Kumo here, So Kumo Senko span A is flat, and Senko span B is also flat. So when you see Kumo flat, that means this is ranging flat in the long term. So the market could go up and down, and we're not sure which way it's going. And especially when you see the Kumo flat, this Kijun-sen angle can be fake. So we can basically trust this Kijun-sen angle in this situation. So this is one of the reasons why I don't follow the daily time frame this time. So, and also, as I see this retracement for the last 3 days, it was very big. It actually went down all the way from top here. In pips wise, it went all the way down about 200 pips, more than 200 pips, it's down. So yeah, this downtrend can be continuous as per daily chart, and we don't see any supports here. So I expect the market breaks the Kijun-sen this time, and it may drop down to Senko span B level in the daily chart. So that will be my initial target. So anyways, I'm following the 1 hour chart downtrend, and I took the sell at 1.26358, and my stop loss right now is on 1.26678. So I'm taking about 30 some pips of stop loss and still holding a sell. And I have been holding a sell for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours or 4 hours maybe. I'm still holding a sell without setting the break even because this is still ranging as per 1 hour chart. But the reason I'm still holding the sell is because this is still downtrending in 1 hour chart. So I use Ichimoku Kinko Hyo, and Ichimoku Kinko Hyo is my main strategy and the main indicator for higher time frames. So my mindset is as long as 1 hour chart stays down, sorry, let me switch back to the chart. Okay, hold on. I think I made I did something wrong on this screen. So okay, there you go. So yeah, so what I was gonna say is that the just to make sure that I don't touch anything on this live window. Okay. So yeah. So the Kumo's down right now. The Senko span B is down. Senko span A is down. So Kumo shows long-term market direction and momentum, and also Kijun-sen showing a mid-term market direction momentum, and Tenkan-sen is for the short term. And Chikou span is basically showing that whether the market is bullish or bearish. And simply in this case, this is bearish overall because the Kumo down, Kijun-sen down, and Chikou span below candles. So there's no reason to exit in this case. This is downtrend, so as long as it goes down, I don't exit. I mean, unless the market reverse, I don't exit is my rule. So basically, that's why I'm still holding the sell. But one thing is that there will be news in Canada. Let me pull up this news website. There will be news in Canada over here in about 50 minutes. So we will watch this news together and see how it affects the Canadian dollars. So there is this is relatively bigger news, but most likely the rate will remain the same in Canada, 0.25% this time also. But in case if there's a big surprise for this news, of course that will impact the Canadian dollars. So let's check this news together as we monitor the charts. So so that's one of actually that's the trade that I'm holding right now, USDCAD. And here is my MT5. So you can see that so this is MT5. I trade by MT5 and I analyze charts by the trading view. So I separate these platforms. So this is trading view, and this is the platform that I usually use to explain charts and my strategies, because this is visually looking better than MT5. And also in mobile application, it's really handy because all the lines synchronized and chart settings and templates, everything synchronized to mobile or tablet. So usually when I screen charts and when I monitor charts, I do so in the trading view. But when it comes to taking trade, I use MT5. So this is my MT5 account, and you can see that I took the sell here, 1.26358 level, and my stop loss is up here. My stop loss is 32 pips above. So, and I'm still holding this sell. So let me just explain what I think about this situation in lower time frame. So I will switch back to the trading view and go down to the 5-minute chart. So like this, I do use multiple time frames, and as for higher time frames, I only use Ichimoku. But in the lower time frames, like 5 or 15, then I use these 5. I use the Bollinger Bands and Stochastics, and I don't use Ichimoku in the lower time frames because Ichimoku becomes a bit lagging when it comes to capturing the exact entry edge or stop loss. So I don't use Ichimoku in lower time frames. So here is 5-minute chart, and as you saw on the MT5, I took the sell here at 1.26358, and my stop loss is 1.26678, 32 pips above. So far the market has been downtrending. I can see that the lower highs and lower lows, so this is in wave theory, this is downtrend. So this is the reason also why I don't still exit. This is still downtrending. But the news is coming in about 45 minutes, so we will see. So right now, I'm only, I think, running like 10 pips or so, running profit. Yeah, this is like a 9 or 8 pips only for running profit. So I think this is still too small to move it to break even. So, but yeah, let's monitor charts together and see how it goes. All right, so and also in 5, as I see this, I was actually monitoring the chart. So this red vertical line was exactly where I sold this position. And I even have some screenshots here. This is here in the GTS group. So I took the sell at this level as 1 hour chart down and 5-minute chart shows band walking and trend line bounce and previous doji breakout. So these were my confirmations, and I took that sell and I took 1% risk for this particular trade because I only follow 1 hour downtrend. And also, hold on, let me enlarge. Yeah, and also just earlier, about 30 minutes before the live stream starts, I posted this one also. Still holding as 1 hour chart down. Now I see divergence in stochastics with gold cross. Continue to monitor whether if it breaks the M5 resistance. So that's something that I like to talk about also. Because in what I mean by divergence in 5 is I use the stochastics, and my stochastic setting, this is actually one of the FAQs. So let me just mention that before I explain further. So I use stochastic setting is 30-10-10, percent K30, percent D10, and slowing 10. That is my stochastic setting. And I do see divergence here now, and it was this one. Hold on, let me get this trend line, and you can see that the lows on the stochastics are getting higher, but the lows on the actual price is getting lower. So this was the divergence that I was talking about. And once I see this, and after this gold cross, the market may go up this way. Even if it's downtrending in higher time frames, if I see the divergence in gold cross, it may go up. But this time it didn't happen. Of course, divergence is not 100%, but this shows the potential breakout against the major direction. So I was closely monitoring the chart when it happened, but it didn't break the resistance and still going down this way. And that's also the reason I'm still holding this sell position. And now it's going down in lower highs and lower lows. So, but I can see that the lows, you know, the distance between the lows in pips wise, if you measure the pips from the third previous low to second previous low, this is only like 3 pips. But if you measure the second previous low to the most recent previous low, this is only like 1 pip or so. Maybe less than 1 pip. Yeah, this is almost the same level. This is almost at the same level. So I can clearly see that the selling power is getting weaker and weaker now. So it may reverse backwards. And plus, as I mentioned, we have news in BOC rate statement. So it may go up or down afterwards. So we have to closely monitor in this case. But so we have about 40 minutes now, 42 minutes until the news release. And so in candlesticks, in 5-minute chart, there will be 8 candles from now. So within 8 candles, if it doesn't break the support, then I might exit and watch news and come back after the news. Because if the turnout is positive, then the market will be down. But if the turnout will be negative for the market, then this pair can go up and it might hit the stop. Sometimes, if there's a big event, the market just shoot up all the way in 5 or 10 minutes and it touches the stop loss. But this time, I don't think the impact is not that big. So I'm still thinking whether to keep holding or exit before the news. But once again, it depends on how the candles move for the next 8 candles in 5 minutes. So we will see. We will see. All right. So yeah. So that's my overview for this USDCAD. And when I took the sell here, USDCAD, I was also monitoring the pound AUD. I was deciding which one to sell, which one to buy, because I saw pound AUD is also going down and USDCAD was also going down. But since I got the 3 confirmations, I got the confirmations selling edge on this USDCAD, I just simply took this one. But I was monitoring these 2 pairs. And I've noticed some other pairs like Euro AUD, Pound CAD, AUD USD, AUD JPY, AUD Swiss franc, and CAD JPY and CAD Swiss franc. These pairs were trending also. But I specifically took USDCAD or Pound AUD to sell when I monitored the chart today. So yeah, so let me come back to some comments now. So once again, thank you for joining for today's live stream also. Okay, let's see. Rahan says, Kay, can you analyze this entry and exit timing, please? Sell on Pound CAD today. Okay, you are on the Pound CAD, all right? So Pound CAD is still downtrending nicely. And let me check 1 hour. In 1 hour chart, is downtrending. It broke the support 1.6719 and it's going down still. And right now, I do see there is engulfing candle. There's an engulfing candle. This big bearish candlestick has been engulfing 3 future candles now. So I would wait until the market breaks the support 1.6638 and sell afterwards. Let me check Ichimoku in this one. Ichimoku Kinko Hyo is still showing downtrend, so potentially it breaks bearish. But it may retrace back to Tenkan-sen and go down. So it may go up to Tenkan-sen around 1.6702 and go down this way. That would be my view. So you sold it already at 11:10 UTC. I have exited break even by 12:45 UTC. So 11:10 was here, and okay, here you exited. I think that's good. That's good because if you see the potential reverse, then you want to exit. If you see potential reverse in 5 or lower time frame, then you can exit, and once you confirm the breakout of support, then you can re-enter the trade. So the idea for myself is if it's still downtrending, then I keep holding in this higher, this middle time frame or the lower time frame. But if I start to see reverse in 5 or 15 or 1 hour, then I will just exit. Yeah, so exit timing is the very key to success. Entry timing, you can just take, you can just follow capture trend and just look for the confirmation to enter. But I think exit timing is more difficult. Psychologically, it's more difficult. So as Goichi Hosoda says, we have to take trades as if we have no positions. So you kind of have to detach your psychology, detach your emotion, especially when you're holding the position. We can be neutral if we don't have any positions. If we have no trades, then we can always be neutral to the market, whether it goes up or down. But as soon as you hold the position, then you get biased towards your direction. And if it goes backwards, sometimes it's difficult to deny the fact that the market goes backwards. So you may still want to keep holding, and the exit timing might be late in that way. So yeah, psychologically for sure, exit timing is much more difficult than entry timing. So if you master exit timing, then it's perfect. All right, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Which broker do you recommend? I don't do any recommendation on brokers because I live in Dubai and the situation might be different from you. And I don't want anybody to be in trouble. Let's say I recommend my broker, and if my broker doesn't suit you, then that might cause some trouble. So I don't usually recommend any brokers, but I can share my broker. My broker is XM Trading, and that's one that I'm using. And also I use IG. Yeah, these two brokers I'm using right now. Okay, so still holding this position right now. So yeah, it's going down. This is MT5 once again. So yeah, slowly going down. Yeah, today's market is kind of slow. Since last week was good, but today is a bit slow. So we have to closely monitor the charts. All right, let's see. Okay, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Milos says, Mr. K, have you been able to answer emails recently? I'm afraid that some of them might have been falsely flagged as spam again. I have been answering emails, and I'm actually checking spam folders, so I should be replying all the emails. But in case you didn't receive my response by email, then please kindly email again so that I can respond. Yeah. Let me check how many pips I'm running right now so far. I can put this toolbox. Okay, so here is USDCAD, and looks like I have about 20 pips of running profit. So 20 pips is still tight, but I can see that there's a potential reverse N wave consecutively. So And the news is coming in about 35 minutes, so I might be able to put the stop loss to break even before the news. So let's continue to monitor for the next maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes and decide whether I set break even or exit before the news. Okay, so yeah, let me check some other comments now. All right, so I prefer to monitor by the trading view because it looks nicer. So the news is up here. So it's coming in about 30 minutes from now. Hopefully it breaks. If it breaks support, if it breaks a support in 5, which is 1.2614, then I will move it to break even. So we will see. All right, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Oh, you know, I think what I do is I will lower the stop loss to the previous high here in 5. So let me just do it right now. I will simply lower the stop to here, previous high in 5, so that in case if anything happens before news and impact market, I only lose, only 8 pips I lose. So I think that will be more safer before the news. Because we never know what can happen before and after the news. So yeah, this is how I manage the stop losses. Continue to monitor. I lowered it to, hold on, let's see which one. Yeah, 1.26, 1.2643. 1.2643, I took that as stop loss. Okay, and I continue to monitor right now. So once again, 1.2635 is my position and 1.2643 is now my stop loss. All right, let's see. In the meantime, let me come back to some comments now. VARC says, could you please let us know online class schedule? You mean Global Trading School? You can go to my website. You can come to my website and select Global Trading School. And if you scroll down, you can find the schedule. So there's only one seat available in the month of January to March, and you can find the schedule here. So basically every Saturday it happens. Starting from January 8th, every week, every Saturday we meet and we discuss topic by topic of my strategy in risk management and psychological management. And every Saturday, it starts at 12 noon UTC time zone. And we do this by Skype. So yeah, so that's the information. Okay, so looks like it's slightly broke, but now it's coming back. But this is reverse N wave, so still good to hold. But so this is live stream, and you know, once again in the live stream, I would like to continue to explain, and so this time I will decide to hold these positions before the news and up the news. But let's say I have to leave home. And I cannot monitor charts. If I cannot monitor charts, then for sure I will close right now and take some profit and come back afterwards. You know, psychologically, winning is more difficult than losing. You know, psychologically speaking, it's a 50-50 chance whether you lose or win. Psychologically, winning is more difficult than losing. So how to lose correctly is a key to success than how to win correctly. Andrew says, hi Kay, do you intend to hold the CAD sell into the BOC interest rate in one more time? Yes. This time I decided to hold so that I can explain. We can watch chart together and explain what happens at the news. Yeah. Al-Harari says, can you talk about the trading edge on USDCAD, please? Yeah, so trading edge I took was, I took this red vertical line. I took the sell exactly on this candlestick. And what I was seeing was, so this was downtrending in 1 hour chart. So I was looking for the sell chance. I don't go against the trend. I'm a trend follower. I always follow the market direction on the higher time frame trend. So here I see that the band was squeezing and expanding, about to expand. So that was one of the confirmations. And also there was a there is a doji candle here. There was a doji, and the doji broke bearish. So that was the second. Yeah, and also trend line bounce. Originally, I was drawing the trend line like this way. So I took this. Hold on, let me do this on the yellow. I think this is much better. So I was seeing this trend line, and the market was bounced on the trend line. So that's why I took the sell. So I was seeing that this was kind of like a descending triangle. Like highs, the lower highs, and the lows are, not so much, getting lower and lower. About the same levels, but the highs lower was obvious. And that's why this was like a descending P wave style, and that's why I decided to sell. And once it breaks, I expected the market goes bearish this way. So that was my entry psychology. And afterwards, it went down and up, but I kept holding because 1 hour remained downtrend. Sam says, I have a question. If all the signals are showing downtrend in 1 hour chart frame, time frame, does this mean that the next 1 hour candle will be also bearish as a probability? Because it may also give a bullish candle. Yeah, so 1 hour chart, Ichimoku lines are calculated by themselves, by each line. So let's say Kijun-sen is taking the previous 26 candles, and Kumo Senko Span B is taking the previous 51 candles. So in Tenkan-sen, 9 candles. So yeah, so due to Ichimoku calculations, it may remain downtrending or it may go flat on the next candlestick. But if it's still downtrending, if it remains down, so let me turn back to 1 hour. So if it remains down like this, Kumo down, Kijun-sen down, then there's no reason to exit. There's no reason to exit in this case. I keep holding. But let's say if next candlestick, Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, then I might be looking for the exit timing. And for sure, I will exit before the news. But the reason this time I'm still holding the sell is because the Kumo Kijun-sen pointing downwards, and also Chikou span below the candles. So the market is showing bearish trend, and that's why I'm still keep holding this sell position. I hope that answered to your question. All right, yes, good to see you. Thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you as always. What will be the minimum time frame works for Ichimoku? I would say in 30-minute chart. I do use Ichimoku in 30, but I don't use Ichimoku in 5 or 15. So I would say 30 or 1 hour are the lowest time frame to be able to use Ichimoku. So let's continue to monitor. So the news is coming in about 23 minutes from now. All right. Euro pound. Euro pound is ranging right now. Yeah, higher time frame daily chart is ranging, and 1 hour is also ranging. It just retracing backwards, Kijun-sen Kumo flat, so it may retrace back to Kijun-sen or Tenkan-sen. So in this case, simply I wait, I hold. And also you see 2 weeks pointing upwards, and this is also showing resistance here. So yeah, better to hold in this case. H4 showing double bottom. Yeah, there's double bottom here. That's true. I can see twice supports here and neckline breakout. So it may retrace back to neckline and goes up this way is a reasonable scenario in this case. So let me draw the horizontal line here at 0.8551 and we monitor this pair. So let me come back to USDCAD and continuously monitor this chart. Yeah. Next, do you talk about Tester? Maybe yes. Actually, I have to talk about more about BNF and CIS because I've got some more information. But yeah, so yeah, you will see that video sometime in the future. Let's see. Milos says, let's see. I'd like to ask if markets with steeper angles for Kijun-sen Senko Span AB are better to trade in than in markets that aren't as sharply pointing up or down. If markets were steeper angles, Kijun-sen Senko Span AB are better to trade in than in markets that aren't as sharply pointing up or down. If it's too sharp, then better to stay away. So if you have to see the Kumo shape, if Kumo is too thin, then you better stay away. Yeah, Kumo shape is very, very important. Like you can draw support line, resistance line, and see Kumo at that time. Like for example, like you can scroll back the chart, and like here you see the very thin Kumo like this. So when you see the thin Kumo like here, which was I think exactly here, the market retraced backwards afterwards. Well, this time the market kept going down, kept going up. But let me see if I can take here maybe another example. The Kumo was very thin and up. So this was overheated market. So I'm talking about the Kumo, this part. It's overheated market. So you have to expect the market either retrace or become range. So if you see the Kumo like this, with a very steep single span AB, Kijun-sen Tenkan-sen angles, you better stay away. So Kumo shape is also very, very important. You know, I don't really see that, you know, people talk about the Kumo shape, whether it's thick Kumo or thin Kumo. But based on my observation and also based on my experience, Kumo shape is also very, very important. Goichi Hosoda doesn't really talk about the Kumo shape itself, but he talks about the angle of Senko Span AB and also the location to the price. or location to Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen. So Kumo shape, yeah, better to be thick and long is what you're looking for. All right, John Harris says, I sold CAD Swiss franc yesterday. Confirmation was the overall trend on the almost every time frame. Made $6. Not bad for a paper trader. That's good. So the challenge is whether you can do the same when you see the future market, the similar future market. Reproductivity is also the key to success. Yeah, make sure you never trade with emotion, and you never trade by intuition, and never trade by the gut feeling. Okay, now I can see that the market broke the trend, the support, slightly broke the support. So I will move these stop losses to break even before the news, so that in case the market reverses backwards, I will just exit with a break even and become a non-losing trader. So now that I move it to break even, this is now becoming a break even or win game, which I usually play. You know, I want to trade, with a break even or win game every time, and I think you also hope to trade break even win game. So, stop loss management is also very, very important. Sometimes I see traders play stop loss, but they never move. They put the stop loss in TP, but they never move it. So until you close the trade, until they close the trade, they risk 10% the whole time. And I think that's a risk in time. So better to manage stop loss is also very important. Okay, so now I move this stop loss to break even like this. So let's continue to monitor at the news, which happens in about 15 minutes. All right, let's see. Clint says, could you do an analysis for USDCAD? I have an open sale and I would like to see your analysis. All right, USDCAD. Okay, so let's see. USDCAD, I don't mark this one, so it looks like it's ranging, but let me check. Daily chart is downtrending, and forward chart is now flat. It's ranging, retracing backwards gradually. I think it retraces back to Kijun-sen. So most likely I will be buying this pair, but I have to wait for the breakout of 0.9026. Let me switch to 1 hour. So yeah, 1 hour chart, it shows ascending P wave, or this is more of like the P wave itself. This is like ascending P wave. So I would place the buy after the breakout of this level 0.9026. So I'm not sure where you sold it, but if the market breaks that level, then you better exit. Is my advice. All right, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Ahan says, I already closed 16 pips from 16% from USDCAD and moved the trade pound CAD because daily Ichimoku was down. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, make sure to fix the stop, fix the profit, and take another trade. Or make sure to move it to break even and take other trade. Yep. Okay. Rahan, you're welcome, and Swag, you're welcome also. Thank you for joining. All right, let's see. Pound AUD, all right? Pound AUD is down right now. So yeah, I can see that the daily is now into the Kumo. So it might be spiky. And in 1 hour chart it's down. But one thing is that the market is at the daily support. 1.8484 is the support here around November 22nd and 19th November. And also we have another support here around 25th of November. So the market might be supported and retrace backwards. So we have to wait for the clear breakout and look for the sell afterwards. Kumo shape is good. Kumo is thick, very thick and long enough. So this is downtrend nicely. And there was a nice rejection by the Tenkan-sen. So looks like the market is still bearish. But I would wait for this 1 hour candlestick close. I would wait for this candlestick close in about 12 minutes. And the close, if the close is below the support, then from the next candlestick, I will look for the selling edge. Yeah, because there are 3 supports in the past on the November. All right, let's see. Robot says, hi K Sensei, could you kindly do analysis on Euro USD? Yeah, Euro USD is completely ranging, and I think my analysis is brief, but let me just briefly mention. This is Euro USD daily chart. You can see that the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, the market is now in the P wave, losing its bearishness. And in the forward chart, it's also ranging. And in 1 hour, it's ranging also. So yeah, there's no direction and no trace. Yeah, price action wise, it was inversed head and shoulders. Now looks like it's going bullish. So if the market breaks the neckline here, or actually it already did, broke the neckline. So it may reverse backwards to 1.1296 and goes up this way, is my view. But we never know. It may break. It may break the neckline and continuously go in the range. So because this is flat in Ichimoku. So in this case, I don't trade. I simply stay away. But this is my analysis. So let's see what happens now. So it looks like USDCAD is continuously going down, broke the support. And now I'm running 24 pips. Still very small, but it's safer to have the break even before the news. So let's continue to monitor this one. Okay, so let's see. I prefer to monitor by TradingView because it's visually better. Okay. All right, thank you for joining everyone today. What would be your mentally planned TP on USDCAD? Yeah, speaking of the TP, I usually don't set the TP, but in this case, I follow the 1 hour chart. So basically my TP will be based on the 1 hour. So, but if I squeeze the chart, then the next support is around here, 1.2584. So this is my target. 1.2583. So 1.2583 is a target. But of course, if the market breaks that level and continuously downtrending, I will keep holding. I don't exit simply because the market reached that level. That is my view. So the news is coming in about 9 minutes. There is a rate decision in Canada in 9 minutes. Most likely that will be the same. as previous 0.25, and I don't think the market will be impacted that much if that's the case, but we will see. We never know how it will impact the market unless we actually see it. So let's see. Better Steve says, do you expect a Fibonacci bounce on the forward chart, 50% retracement or 61.8%? I would say 61.8% is the last stand. If it breaks, then I will most likely exit. But in terms of expectation, I just take both. I just take either 61.8, 50, or 38.2, or 26.8, was it? Yeah, 26.8. Yeah, I take these Fibonacci levels. But yeah. Oh, Melanie, thank you for the reminder for the like button. Oh, yes, if you like, if you, not like, but if you think you learned something new on this live stream, please press the like button. Thank you for that. All right, let's see. Milos says, how can I tell if a P wave has been broken or if it will continue to lengthen? Identify this in pound AUD. Unless you see the breakout, you can't tell how long it will be in a P wave. But most likely P wave will break out towards the higher time frame direction. So if daily is up and if you see P wave in 1 hour, then most likely it will break upwards. All right, Al Harith and Bassam, you're welcome. All right, so let's continue to monitor the chart. In about 6 minutes, there will be a news. Let's see. All right, good to see you. All right. Eugene says, does Heikin Ashi give valid representation with Ichimoku? To me, it seems a too smooth graph out. Yeah, Heikin Ashi is a very smooth and but I prefer candlesticks because Ichimoku obviously is reacted. The lines of Ichimoku are reacted by the candlestick high and low, not Heikin Ashi. So, and in Japan, Heikin Ashi or even Renko Ashi are used for stock markets where there are many gaps in between the days, in between the weekend. So, yeah, in Forex, we don't really see gaps, normally. So, I prefer candlesticks. All right, good to see you. All right, JJ, thank you for joining. Okay, I think Kijun Sen will break Kumo span B in a forward chart. Yeah, let's see. The forward chart. Yeah, it just broke the Senko span B and now it's going down all the way. In the daily chart, it is about to break the Kijun Sen and it may go down to the Senko span B. So, yeah, we'll see. Let me continue to monitor in 5. Okay, Clint, you're welcome. Richard says, what Forex brokers do you recommend for USA? I'm not sure, to be honest, because I don't trade in the US, so I can't tell. I heard that but the brokers in US is very limited. So, but yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so let's see which way it goes. The news comes in about 3 minutes. So you can open up your charts in your laptop or a PC or mobile and check how it moves together. Because in this live stream, it might be lagging. Sometimes there's a bit lag, like 1 minute, not 1 minute, maybe 30 minutes lag in between. So instead of monitoring on this live stream, I recommend you to check mobile or PC to monitor the real-time charts. Ishar says, Circa in Euro AUD from the 3rd December until today, it's 360 pips down, but Kijun Sen doesn't angle down a little. Also, can you please give your view on that? Euro AUD, right? Okay. Euro AUD, you mean daily Kijun Sen? Daily Kijun Sen is now up. And let's see. I'm not sure which time frame, or maybe in the forward chart. It remains flat because the Kijun Sen is still taking the previous high here and previous low here. So that's why Kijun Sen will point down, still pointing flat. And it will be down when the market breaks the support, the previous low for the last 26. It's due to Kijun Sen calculation. Okay, in 1 minute, so I will switch to this MT5 in case if anything happens, then I continue to monitor on this one. Okay, so here is news. Still loading. All right, let's see. Looks like market is, oh, it just goes up, but let's see. Okay, so that was bullish. Okay, the turnout was the same, 0.25%. And it was same as the previous, same as consensus. So the percentage remained the same. But the market initially, I think it was sold, yeah. Let me get the strings chart. My position were closed at the break even. But let me check the strings chart. Let me refresh the page. Okay, speaking of CAD, it went down. It went down, and AUD also went down. Euro is up, and Swiss franc is down, and USD sideways, and JPY is up, and New Zealand is also up. So that's a result for this news. And yeah, so that was in the break even. So it's good that I set the break even like this, so I don't lose in this particular trade. So yeah, it looks like in 1 hour, hold on, let me come back to this trading view and check 1 hour and check the angles of Kijun Sen. Kijun Sen is still pointing down, Kumo still pointing down, so this is bearish. But now you can see outside bar. So let me delete all these lines. Hold on, yeah, so so you can see the outside bar here. Let me get this drawing tool. So this is an outside bar. So when I see outside bar like this after the news, then I expect for the next couple of hours can be ranging. Most likely that will be in ranging inside bars, or it may go up to the Kumo. So, or Kijun Sen, if it breaks the Kijun Sen, then it may retrace back to Kumo. So, yeah, we better stay away in this case. Okay, so looks like the market impacted, the news impacted the market, and that was about 40 pips move. So I would say the impact was there. Yes, impact was there. So yeah, so I took the break even in this particular trade. So if you are trading with me, hopefully you also see the break even and you didn't lose in this particular trade. And since this is bullish, the market may go up continuously. So if you still haven't exited yet, you better exit right now because it may go up very, very fast after this. So that was a big move. That was a big move. And this is why we better set the break even and watch news, or simply close the positions and come back afterwards. Because we never know how the news will impact the market. The result was the same. The result was the same, 0.25%, and the interest rate this time, but the CAD was sold. And USD bought, and that's why the market is bullish. Yeah. All right, Purbo, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. And Saman, you're welcome also. Okay, so and looks like it's still up. Let me switch down to one minute. Sometimes I monitor by 1 minute after the news so that I can exactly see how the market is moving in this lowest time frame. So this is interesting because now we had the news in the impact market. The market was up bullish, and after that there was a doji candle, and doji is about to break upwards. So doji is about to break upwards, and it may remain uptrend this way. So yeah, this is going against 1 hour chart direction, but instead we can say that the market was supported by the Kijun Sen in the daily chart, and it may continuously go up. But since Kumo flat still, the market may into the range. So simply I would stay away in this case. And let me check Pound AUD. Pound AUD was also bearish in 1 hour. And oh, looks like it broke the support. Pound AUD broke the support. 1 hour chart is going down. And in a 4 hour chart, it's also going down. And in 30, it's going down also. So looks like Pound AUD is a good market to look for the sell chance right now. All right, so but yeah, so that was what happened at the news in Canada today. So I guess I will end the live stream for now. So but yeah, I think it was a nice live stream to be able to monitor charts together at the news and see what kind of impact the market gave, the news gave to the market. And also I was able to explain how I think when I hold the positions. So yeah, thank you for your comments and participations. So and I will see you on the next one. So until then, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. Bye for now, everyone. Mata ne. Thank you.